Nikki Haley appeared on Fox News yesterday and admitted that there is a very clear path and a very plausible reality in which Kamala Harris defeats Donald Trump. And what's really funny about hearing Nikki Haley on Fox News is that she kind of wants to play both sides of the game. On the one hand, she endorsed Trump, knowing who Trump is, knowing Trump was insulting to her, and knowing that Trump regularly insults female candidates. On the other hand, she says Trump really shouldn't be insulting Kamala Harris because that's not the way to win. Well, you endorse this knowing that it's what he does, Nikki. Here she is on Fox News.
You think that's not happening now? Do you think that this campaign is floundering on that point?
I want this campaign to win. But the campaign is not going to win talking about crowd sizes. It's not going to win talking about what race Kamala Harris is. It's not going to win talking about whether she's dumb. It's not. You can't win on those things. The American people are smart. Treat them like they're smart.
Yeah. So couple different things there. The American people may well be smart, but Donald Trump won in 2016 and secured tens of millions of votes in 2020. Not by respecting the intelligence of his base. He won it by dropping down to their very lowest common denominator level and appealing to the absolute worst and most ignorant instincts of his base. So I would challenge her that the way Trump wins is by recognizing and appealing to the intelligence of the American people. But more importantly, Nikki Haley endorsed Donald Trump, and she's disappointed that Donald Trump is behaving like Donald Trump. She wants Trump, who she endorsed, to behave as though he is someone who he has never demonstrated himself to be. And this is her wanting to have it both ways. On the one hand, she presents herself as the independent thinker. Listen, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And what you need to hear is that Trump will lose using this strategy that he has always used and which I knew about when I knowingly endorsed him, even though he insulted me throughout the entire campaign. How do you even analyze that absurd reality? Nikki Haley also talking about why independent voters are leaning towards Kamala Harris. As we talked about earlier this week, independent voters was it plus 9 or plus 12? I think it was plus 9. Plus 9 for Kamala Harris, the exact same margin by which Joe Biden won independent voters back in 2020. Here is Nikki Haley weighing in on independents.
Don't assume people are going to bend a knee. That is not that 20%. Their ideas are still out. What they like about Kamala is that she's being hopeful. She's talking about freedom. She's talking about a way forward. They don't want a former president talking about the past.
On this particular element, Nikki Haley is absolutely correct. You need only compare a recent Trump rally or a recent Vance rally, because they seem to mostly not rally together. You need only compare one of those with a Harris-Walz rally. And what you see at the Harris-Walz rallies is a positive vision about how things are good, but they will get better. Part of it is by virtue of the fact that your guy is currently president of the United States, Joe Biden. So, of course, you're going to play up that things are good. A vision that is welcoming, even to Republicans who say, like the mayor there in Arizona, who we covered recently, he said, listen, I'm a Republican, but I can't vote for this version of Republicanism. Well, come on in. Welcomed gleefully to say, let's help defeat Trump, right? A positive, forward-looking vision. And then on the other hand, Trump, with his dystopian predictions about how if Kamala Harris wins, we won't have a country anymore. The same prediction he made, by the way, about Joe Biden, which ended up not being true. If Kamala Harris wins, we will become communist, even though supposedly we already became communist when Joe Biden won. That negative vision, they stole it from me in 2020, grievances and trans people are bad and all of this sort of stuff. Nikki Haley has accurately diagnosed the significant contrast. And the question is, will anyone listen to her? Trump certainly isn't listening to her, but maybe somebody will. Not all men's underwear is the same. With traditional underwear, the sticking and the rubbing are something many of us know all too well. But our sponsor, Sheath Underwear, puts it to an end once and for all. Sheath Underwear is ultralight and breathable. You can barely tell it's there. But importantly, Sheath is uniquely designed with 2 pouches in the front that separate everything out, giving you an extra confidence boost throughout the day. Air can flow in between, keeping things dry and comfortable all day. No more sweating and sticking. Sheath underwear is the type of thing that's hard to fully appreciate until you've tried it. Try a pair yourself and you'll finally understand the level of comfort and morale that you've been missing out on. They come in a bunch of different designs. They have something for everybody. The quality is amazing, super long lasting, unlike the underwear you currently use, which you might have to replace every 6 months. Sheath is giving my audience 20% off with the code PACMAN. Go to sheathunderwear.com/PACMAN. The link is down below.